Today, we're breaking down a powerful but overlooked topic: your legal rights as a U.S. permanent resident, and why many green card holders are living in fear, even when the law is on their side. Why so many are afraid, even when they don't need to be. Across the U.S., many permanent residents are afraid to travel internationally, apply for U.S. citizenship, speak out publicly, or engage in political events. And we've seen real examples. One woman had already filed for naturalization but wanted to withdraw it out of fear she'd become a target. The fear is real, but it's often not legally justified. So in this video, we'll break down the 8 core rights you have under U.S. law, rights that protect you and give you the power to stand your ground. Right number 1, due process of law. Under the 5th and 14th Amendments, you have the right to fair legal procedures before the government can detain you, deport you, take away your liberty or property. This applies to permanent residents and even to undocumented immigrants. You cannot be removed from the U.S. without a chance to defend yourself in court. Some of the worst deportation cases involved immigrants being sent to foreign prisons without warning or trial, a direct violation of due process. And remember, due process denied to one is due process denied to all. Right number 2, equal protection under the law. The 14th Amendment protects you from discrimination by the government based on race, religion, national origin. This means you must be treated equally under the law, just like a U.S. citizen, in most civil situations. Exceptions like voting or certain federal jobs exist. But in legal matters, your protection is strong. Right number 3, freedom of speech, religion, and assembly. Yes, permanent residents are protected under the First Amendment. You can practice your religion, express your opinions, participate in peaceful protests. But here's the twist. Real cases suggest green card holders have been targeted for exercising these rights. One case involves Mahmoud Khalil, a protester involved in Palestinian solidarity events. The government claims he failed to disclose affiliations on his green card application. But many believe the real issue is his public activism. Until the law changes, your right to free expression still stands. Don't let fear silence you. Right number 4, right to legal counsel, criminal cases. If you're charged with a crime, the 6th Amendment gives you the right to an attorney, a fair trial, protection against being coerced or misled. This right does not apply in civil immigration proceedings. But if your case enters the criminal system, this is one of your strongest legal shields. Always demand a lawyer. Never go it alone. Right number 5, right to remain silent. Another key right comes from the 5th Amendment. You don't have to answer questions from law enforcement without a lawyer. In criminal cases, this is absolute. In immigration cases, staying silent may result in temporary detention while your status is confirmed, but silence is still your right. If you're unsure, say nothing until you speak to a legal professional. Right number 6, protection from unlawful search and seizure. The 4th Amendment protects your home and property. Here's what you need to know. Immigration officers cannot enter your home without a judicial warrant. An administrative warrant from IC is not valid for home entry. You are not legally required to open your door without a judge's signature. In public, like in your car, officers have more leeway under probable cause, but your home has higher constitutional protection. Know the difference, and don't open the door unless the paperwork is legit. Right number 7, protection from cruel and unusual punishment. The 8th Amendment protects permanent residents from torture, inhumane treatment, abusive detention practices while in U.S. custody. But here's the harsh reality. Once deported, those protections disappear. Case in point, Kilmar Abrego Garcia. A green card holder deported without trial to a Salvadoran prison camp, widely described as a death camp. He was never convicted of a crime in the US, but was sent away anyway. This is why rights like due process and access to legal counsel are so critical. One violation can snowball into many. Right number 8, right to challenge deportation in court. This one often gets overlooked. As a green card holder, you have the right to challenge removal through a legal hearing. You can present evidence. You can hire an attorney. You can appeal decisions. And in many cases, legal relief options are available, including cancellation of removal or waivers. You're not powerless. Deportation is not automatic, and you have a voice in the process. Quick recap: your 8 constitutional rights as a green card holder. Here's a clear summary. 1. Due process, the right to fair legal procedures. 2. Equal protection, no discrimination by the government. 3. Freedom of expression, speak, protest, and worship freely. 4. Legal counsel, right to an attorney in criminal cases. 5. Right to remain silent, don't self-incriminate. 7. No cruel punishment, no torture or inhumane treatment in custody. 8. Right to fight deportation, you can argue your case in court. Why this matters more than ever. Today's political climate is tense. Immigrants are increasingly targeted, not because they broke the law, but because they didn't know their rights. Knowing your rights is your best defense. But remember, not all rights apply equally. Final takeaway. You've worked hard to earn your green card. Now it's time to protect it. We'll continue breaking down complex immigration issues clearly, calmly, and with your future in mind. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.